The content on this channel has been created for adults. If you're not at least 13 years of age or older, then please do not watch this content. Sorry, dude. Come back when you're 13. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Queen Show. Guys, welcome back to the Queen Show podcast. Always a pleasure to be rocking and rolling for all you beautiful people. Guys, it is that time again where we're going and doing the Queen Show. Now, you guys know I'm trying to be really thorough with the Queen Show. I think last week's Queen Show that we did, the last episode, was kind of like a reboot. I was trying to kind of start from the beginning because I did not want to miss any of the different ones that we did. Because when I first started the Queen Show, we started and we kind of skipped some of the content that we did early on. I feel like we didn't capture each and every bit. Like it was kind of almost random in a sense with some of it. So I was like, you know what, last week when we did the Bohemian Rhapsody episode of the Queen Show, I was like, okay, yeah, let's start from there. You know what I mean? Let's kind of start from there. And that's the official first Queen video that I had done on this channel. So you know, it was a great starting place. It was like, that made sense, you know, like that's where it should have started in the beginning. For whatever reason, it didn't really. By the way, in the background here, which you guys who are only on video can see me freaking finicking around here. You guys on the podcast listening to this, you don't know that I'm actually freaking also doing two things at once, because I'm trying to pull up my YouTube channel in the background, which I do have the other video that we're about to do ready to go over here, but I wanted to pull up this other information on the back here because I wanted to confirm. I just don't want to. I want to make sure, since we have rebooted this, I want to make sure that I've got the numbers right. Now, I don't want to say this is episode 7 and it's actually 6. I think it is 7, but there's so many videos and things I've done since last week. You know, I'm not gonna pretend like I remember everything perfectly. Sometimes things get lost in the hustle and the bustle. So I want to remember by checking and confirming right now exactly where we're at. That was weird. I just typed in the Queen Show and Ram Jam Black Betty showed up in the search. How does that happen? Okay, so we are on officially. We are on. Well, it looks like, what? Really? This is, yeah. So last week was episode 6. This technically should be number 7, but I'm starting to question that now because, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let me do this search again, because why is it saying there's 11 videos for the Queen Show? That we did not do 11 episodes of this. I'm sure of it. The Queen Show. Okay, it must be just the search is searching some other context and saying, maybe I put the Queen Show in the keywords or something and it's popped up. I don't know. It's not really accurate. But Yeah, this is episode 7 for sure. We're going to lock that in anyways. It will forever now and forever be known as episode 7. I kind of have a confirmation here. But look, guys, really cool to kind of start this again and get in a regular routine. I guess we're making it a Saturday thing or a Sunday thing, I guess. I don't know. I was thinking Wednesdays was a good day, Wednesday, middle of the week, but I don't know. I haven't really locked in a day. I want to lock in a day when we do this. So Wednesday, maybe, guys? Do you guys think Wednesday's the day? I don't know. What's the best day? Maybe Wednesday it is. I don't know. Maybe Tuesday. I don't know. Thursday. I don't know. Friday, Saturday. Guys, let me know. What day was it when we did the last one? Whatever day we did the last one, maybe that should be the day. How about we do that? November 5th it premiered. The last one. November 5th. Let's look back into time. What day was November 5th? I think that was a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see here. November 5th was a Thursday. I stand corrected. Well, Thursday. But was it my Thursday or was it your Thursday? Was it Wednesday? That's where it's confusing. It depends. See, because my Thursday and your Thursday, depending where you are in the world, is a different Thursday. Because your Thursday might be my Wednesday, or my Wednesday might be your Thursday. Wait, my Wednesday could never be your Thursday currently. Because I am living in the world where we're ahead of you. If you're where it's Wednesday now, it's Thursday here. We're a day ahead. So I'm living in Australia, for you guys who don't know, but I'm from the States. But here in Australia, it's a day ahead. So when it's Thursday here, it's still Wednesday back home in the States. So, yeah. So I'm going to guess that if this date here is saying the 5th premiered here, I'm thinking it was Wednesday back home in the States. So I think we're going to base this Wednesday. Let's go for Wednesdays, back home U.S. time, Wednesdays. I think that's the goer. I wish I know exactly what time I premiered it even. It'd be cool to keep the same time even, I think. I don't remember. Do you guys remember? Was that election day? Was that the election? No, that was the day after election. I don't even know, dude. I can't remember the time I did that. If y'all remember the time of day that the last show premiered, put it in the comments for me. I would love to know if you can remember that. I wish they would display that information here. That would be great to know exactly what time the video premiered. I think that's some cool data to have. Because then you know what time of the day, you know, you get certain interaction. Do you know what I mean? Based on what time you premiered that video. Like, not just the date, but the actual hour. So then you know. So anyways, we're here. Okay, we're here. Queen, don't stop me now. Don't stop me now. We did that originally on February 11th was the air date for that reaction video. That was the very first time I believe we even did that song ever. And it was a lot of fun. That song was a really cool song. I remember it. Can we play a little bit without it being copyright claimed? Probably not. So unfortunately, I wish I could play the actual video, you know, the songs back in each of these podcasts that we do, you know, just as a point of reference to have the song kind of reminded. But unfortunately, things get copyright, you know, freaking claimed and all that. And because this is also a podcast, I don't even begin to know on what different, you know, each place where it's distributed might have different rules for copyrighted material. And then I wouldn't be able to air this video in all the different places. It wouldn't be able to be distributed. So yeah, we better keep it safe and not even attempt to do that. But this song here, Don't Stop Me Now, another example. What a wonderful example of Queen at their finest. Another banger, a really super cool song. I really enjoy that song, and I just want to actually, we one of the things about the podcast, which I love, the Queen Show here, is that you guys always have a wealth of information in the comments about, the songs and Queen in general, all that. We learn so much. Now, what I can do, I think I might be able to read the lyrics out without that. Shouldn't be an issue. I think I can read the lyrics out, can't I? As long as I don't sing the lyrics. Now, if I sing the lyrics out, I think you get in trouble for that. But the lyrics, tonight I'm going to have myself a real good time. I feel alive in the world. I'll turn it inside out, and floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now, because I'm having a good time, right? I'm shooting a star, leaping through the sky like a tiger defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I don't have any idea who that is. I thought I was going to say Lady Gaga. I was like, well, that's before your time here in this song. I'm going to go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, 200 degrees. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I want to make a supersonic man out of you. Ooh, I want to make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. I'm having a good time. And they kind of repeat that. That song, dude, is such an amazing song because I think it really speaks for itself. I mean, it's like having a good time, just letting your hair down, just doing what you're doing and not being afraid to do it. This song came out in 1978, and it was actually it was in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie. They had it in there. They had a bunch of their songs. I want to start with this podcast. One of the things I'm really going to start getting into is not only infusing the comments and information from you guys, but if I can find some other information out and about through our friends on Google, I think that'd be a nice touch to add in as well, because as you're driving in your car or as you're listening to this podcast, wherever you are, I think it's going to be a lot of fun to just hear some person who is I've become a fellow Queen fan. So, talking about Queen, talking about the songs and the things, I think it's pretty dope. You guys have said so in the comments, so thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the Queen Show. But here's a little bit of a picture of the song. So it was from their jazz album, it looks like. That was released as a single in 1979. So the 1978 album Jazz. And it was released as a single in 1979. So I might have got that mixed up earlier. It was recorded at the Super Bear Studios in France, guys. So that's really interesting. They recorded this in France. Is that where the statue of Freddie is too? Is that in France, guys? I think it is, isn't it? What's that song that he sings? That's where the statue is, isn't it? Oh, gosh, I can't remember. You guys know it. You'll let me know in the comments. The song goes for 3 minutes, 29 seconds. And it's a B-side also in the Only 7 Days UK release and More of That Jazz in the US. Or that is what is the B-side. Or it is on the B-side. Now, also, I just found this interesting. Technically, this song is considered in the genres of pop rock and hard rock and power pop. Did you guys know that? I did not. I mean, I really never... It's interesting when I talk about Queen, because I always say to you guys, like, they're such a versatile group. And originally, I always thought of them as, like, a rock group. But, yeah, over the years, you could definitely put a lot of the music they did into a pop kind of genre. some of it even into a soul kind of R&B bluesy type of genre. You know, they've dance genre even. They've covered the spectrum. This song reached number 9 in the UK, but only number 86 in the US. Wow. Didn't do that good back home. Only 86, huh? I'm really shocked. This is a dope song. But number 9 in the UK. So it goes, as the album was a top 10 hit, the song got some airplay in the US rock-orientated stations, despite its low chart ranking as a single. Wow, okay, that is shocking. I would have thought that song would have been definitely number 1 all day, every day, right? Am I right? What? Dude, okay. I mean, look, hey, number 9 still is nothing to sneeze at. But number 86 on our charts in the States, that is a disgrace. Often heard, though, that Queen was bigger, obviously, in the UK and stuff like that than they were in the States, even though they were big everywhere and around the world. But that's interesting. And, of course, the UK, I didn't know that until we started doing, again, all this Queen stuff, that Queen is a UK group. I didn't know that, dude. I never knew it. And I had never heard them talk to hear their accent either until we started doing the interviews and things like that. Until that point in time, I just assumed they were, you know, an American group. So I didn't know. But it has, considering the song came out in 1979, it seems very thorough. The charts, you know, information, the charting information, it right here shows me in Belgium, it hit 23 in Belgium, Germany 35, Ireland 10, Netherlands 14, UK 9, as we said earlier, US 86, as I said earlier, Sweden 37, Portugal hit 7, number 7 in Portugal, France 68, Australia 53, Austria 38, Czech Republic 13, Hungary 15, Japan 37, Netherlands 97, Portugal 65, Slovakia 27, Spain 77, Switzerland 52, and what it says here, UK, the rock and metal singles chart, it hit number 1. So that's kind of conflicting earlier. I don't know. That must be a different chart. The US Hot Rock and Alternative Songs chart, it hit number 7, and Japan, it hit 32. A different chart it must be. Oh, wait. No. Sorry. Okay, I see what they did here. That's in different years. Guys, this is interesting. So those first ones I mentioned, that was in 1979 when the single first came out. So it's recharted again in 2009, in 2014, in 2015, in 2018, and in 2019. It recharted. It entered the charts again. Dude, that is so freaking dope. To have a song rechart again years later is a huge accomplishment. That is so dope. Wow. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. So this song, it went triple platinum in Italy. And it sold 150,000 units in This is certified units, okay? In the United Kingdom, it went 2 times platinum and sold 1,200,000 copies. Now, this is where I say, yeah, I think you guys still, the people who say that Queen wasn't that big in States compared to UK, well, I don't know what you're talking about, because the song went triple platinum in the States with 3 million copies sold, dude. So I think they were loved there too. Don't get it twisted, dude. That's a lot of moving of units, you know what I'm saying? So that's freaking awesome. And I think, just being able to see some of this little bit of information here and stuff, I think it's pretty dope. It just shows how awesome, Queen really, the longevity. I think longevity helps dictate awesomeness. If you're around for multiple decades, that says something. And Queen definitely achieved that in spades, because they're still going strong in 2020. They're still going strong in 2020, dude. So that is such a cool thing. I love it. I absolutely love it. What else can we talk about here? Let's say, so it was recorded in the French Alps, as we said. This was their 12th track on the album. It was the 12th track. Musically, the song builds on Mercury's piano playing, with John Deegan and Roger Taylor providing a bass guitar and drums backing track. This is an example of Queen's trademark style of multi-track harmony vocals for the chorus line. Yeah, guys, you guys know that they have that freaking super dope harmony action that they love to do, and they do it so freaking well. And this is definitely an example of that. They do it so well. Oh my gosh. Their harmony action is incredible. I love it. I think it is one of the things that really made them stand out. It's just those harmonies were freaking on point. And this song has been featured in films, commercials, television shows. The song has grown in popularity in the 4 decades since its release. 4 decades. It's been released 4 decades ago. Oh, wow. Bobby Oliver of Billboard attributes its initial rebirth to its appearance in the 2004 cult classic zombie apocalypse film, Shaun of the Dead. So this was in Shaun of the Dead. Wow. In 2014, Rolling Stone readers voted it their 3rd favorite song by Queen. Did you guys know that? Bet you didn't know that. Wow, lots of interesting things here. We could continue looking at that, but I'm going to go over to the comments now and see what we can hear from you guys here. What did you guys have to say on this topic? This video, had quite a few views on the channel. It's especially considering the time when this video had premiered. My channel was still young, and we had quite a few views on this channel, man. So really good views, lots of likes. 750 likes, only 3 dislikes. That's freaking awesome. About 17K views. That's freaking awesome. Especially early on, this channel was, like I said, brand new. This is when a lot of you guys found us. So super duper awesomeness on this right here. And let's go ahead and check out some of these comments. So Heather Cronkite says that her comment says, Google says it's the happiest song on the world. Wow, Google says that. I did not know that, but it definitely does seem like a really happy song. I do absolutely agree, 2,000,000%. Definitely a happy song. Definitely feels good. It's about having a good time. So what possibly could be happier than having a good time? Happiness is having a good time. They go hand in hand. They're one and the same, pretty much. So, Karen wrote, "Somebody to Love live at Montreal. There is no better." Let's see what else we have here. And I agree with this comment here. I'm weak for Deaky, part of our family. You guys know I'm weak for Deaky. She said, "We old longtime Queen fans love watching people discover our wonderful guys. Don't you worry, we'll help you catch up." And it's true. I notice you guys really love it when people like me are, shown their awesomeness and get to explore it for the first time. It's super cool. And I love that you guys love that. Let's read some of these other comments here. Let's see here if there's something. A lot of requests for other stuff in this one. Okay, here's something interesting. So, Ridzan MD Nazir wrote, "Inspired by Little Richard, which was one of Freddie's idols." That is super cool. I think you guys mentioned that. Yeah, Little Richard was one of Freddie's. How cool is that? Little Richard, icon in his own right, super talented. And we tend to forget that icons have icons. Icons have people they looked up to that made them the icon that they became, because we forget that. When we think of Freddie Mercury, we look at Freddie Mercury. Oh my gosh, Freddie Mercury, larger than life. He's an icon. And we forget that, well, guess what? Freddie Mercury, he had other people he looked up at, to as well. Robert Plain is an example of that, So very interesting. I like that. Wow, Little Richard. That's super dope. Someone wrote here, Santa Olson wrote, such a happy song. Freddie was an amazing singer, considered the best one. And then she wrote, try more of them live, though. React to Somebody to Love live from Montreal. Amazing performance. We've done that probably multiple times by now. Joanne Darley wrote, I loved your reaction. It's interesting that you mentioned gospel. Freddie loved gospel music. One of the songs, Somebody to Love, was done in a gospel style. If you react to it, try the video first, as it showcases their technical ability, and then try it live, either from Montreal or the Bowl. It will blow you away. Freddie has said that he would have loved Aretha Franklin to sing it, but it never happened. He adored Aretha. Wow. See, another icon that Freddie really loved, Aretha Franklin. That would have been cool indeed to have them performing together. Oh my gosh, would have been amazing. Look, I'm going to pause this here for a second because I think we're close to that 29.59. And so let's go ahead and pause that, and we're going to get back into this. I'll be back in a second. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back after that little break. We're back. Guys, welcome back. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, in case you don't know, you probably know by now if you watched the channel enough, I do have a 29.59 time limit. 29.59 with my camera. Hoping to be able to upgrade to a different camera in the near future that will allow me to record non-stop without any pauses, because I really don't like being interrupted mid-sentence. I like to just be able to keep going until I'm finished saying what I want to say. So anyways, we going through these comments here. Let's give it some more. And we have, let's see here. Betty Baby 63, Sassy Freddie. Heart, heart, heart. Everyone feels that way, whether you're a guy or girl. Everyone loves Freddie. Everyone thinks he's sassy and cool. Let's see. I feel this way too. Kai Zyla, or Kai, I think that's Kai. Kai Zyla says, I don't know any bad song made by Queen, but this is that song. Always gives me a wonderful feeling. One of their best in-between fantastic songs. Go and discover more of Queen for yourself. That is awesome. I absolutely agree. Love it. Seriously, I have yet to hear a bad song either. I think I've only heard good stuff. I've only heard good stuff from them. It's very rare that anyone has a whole body of work and it's all good. A lot of feelers usually, a lot of album feelers that are kind of like not even good enough to be B-side. It's a lot of C-side, D-side stuff that exists in the world today. But, Queen, man, they break the molds. Everything was just so flawlessly done and perfect and absolutely amazing. And they deserve a lot of love and respect for that, because they will always go down as one of the true greats. There is no denying that. It's not even something you can argue or dispute. It is a known fact of reality. Absolutely 1,000,000% fact. Let's see what Joe Mack here wrote. Lead guitarist Brian May, his father, built his first electric guitar, the Red Special. He still occasionally plays it although he now has a couple of reproductions. The Red Special even has its own Wikipedia entry. Wow. His guitar has its own Wikipedia entry. That is so cool. That is so cool. And that's a cool story, to be able to know that imagine just having this special guitar that was something that you and your dad had made, that would carry the most amount of sentimentalness that you could ever imagine. That is so beautiful. That is so cool. Absolutely love that. That is amazing. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, this is something we should probably read because they warned it's going to be a long comment. So let's see what they wrote. I'm curious to see how long it. Oh my gosh, it is long. Let's read it. So MR wrote this. Loved your reaction. Sorry, warning. This is a long comment. So let's see what he had to say, or she. I don't know if it's a he or a she. IMHO, Queen with Freddie Mercury and John Deegan was the best band ever. I agree. Freddie is the GOAT male vocalist. He could sing anything, any genre of music, and sound great. A song that I know that you'll appreciate and isn't requested often is The Show Must Go On. I agree. That is definitely an awesome song and one of my favorites. I've come to discover it is absolutely brilliant. It is on my favorites list. It's also one of the hardest songs to sing. The Show Must Go On is a song by the British rock band Queen, featured as the 12th and final track on their 1991 album Innuendo. It is credited to Queen, but written mainly by Brian May. The song chronicles the effort. So we've basically, this whole comment, MH has decided to talk about a completely different song than the song that, that we're here on. Which is very interesting. But we've gone on a different trip here. But we might as well continue reading it since I've started, because it's all information about Queen. So let's continue. The song chronicles the effort of Freddie Mercury continue to perform despite approaching the end of his life, although his diagnosis with HIV/AIDS had not yet been made public, in spite of ongoing media speculation claiming that he was seriously ill. Freddie Mercury was so ill when the band recorded the song in 1990 that Brian May had concerns as to whether Freddie was physically capable of singing it. Recalling Freddie Mercury's performance, Brian May states, "I said, Fred, I don't know if this is going to be possible to sing." And Freddie said, "I'll effing do it, darling." Vodka down and went in and killed it, completely lacerated that vocal. Interesting facts about the creation of the song and its completion. After listening to John Deegan and Roger Taylor playing the chord sequence that later on would be the basis for almost the entire song, Brian May sat down with Freddie Mercury and the two of them decided the theme of the song and wrote some lyrics. Brian May wrote down the rest of the words as well as the melody and added a bridge with a chord sequence inspired by Pachelbel's Canon. Demo versions featured Brian May singing, having to sing in some parts in falsetto because they were too high. When Brian May presented the final demo to Freddie Mercury, he had doubts that Freddie would be physically capable of singing that song's highly demanding vocal line due to the extent of his illness at the time. To Brian May's surprise, when the time came to record the vocals, Freddie consumed a measure of vodka and said, "I'll effing do it, darling," then proceeded to perform the vocal line. Brian May sang most of the backing vocals, including the very last line, and played Korg M1 synthesizer as well as a guitar. Korg M1 is a legend in the music industry, one of the first best keyboards that came out, the synthesizer. It's a dope one. Matter of fact, in my collection of keyboards and synths and things, I used to have one. Blame the storage. Again, another item gone. Producer David Richards suggested the key shift in the second verse. And there's more. There's more. They weren't lying. This is a long comment. I feel like I have to finish it now. We just started. And it's more about The Show Must Go On. This would have been a great comment for The Show Must Go On. But I guess the show must go on, so let's continue. The Show Must Go On came from Roger and John playing the sequence, and I started to put things down. At the beginning, it was just the chord sequence, but I had this strange feeling that it could become somehow important, and I got very impassioned and went and beavered away at it. I sat down with Freddie, and we decided that the theme should be, and wrote the first verse. It's a long story, that song, but I always felt it would be important because we were darlings or dealings with things that were hard to talk about at the time, but the world of music, you could do it. Brian May, 1994. The lyrics are full of allusions, metaphors, and other figures of speech, making it somewhat difficult to understand. Thinly disguised tragedy ahead is announced. This is probably the most reading I've done in years. I don't think I've read one section of anything, a book, a magazine, or anything. Yeah, I think this is the longest. It's got to be for a long time. I feel like I'm back in school. In the end, oh my gosh, there's so much. I'm lost now. Okay, the lyrics are allusions, metaphors, and other figures of speech, making it somewhat difficult to understand. Thinly disguised tragedy ahead is announced. In the end, the text refers to the determination, the furious desire to live. I have to find the will to carry on with the show in spite of vanishing strength. Inside, my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flaking. From the perspective of harmony, the song begins in B minor. Then there is a modulation to C sharp, as if the song implied a hope. An increase of tone, but eventually it falls back to B minor. Jim Hutton, Freddie Mercury's partner, who was with him for the last 6 years until his death, mentions a lyric that refers to the use of makeup during his last days. To me, the most autobiographical line was, "My makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on." That is a cool line. That was true. No matter how ill Freddie felt, he never grumbled to anyone or sought sympathy of any kind. It was his battle, no one else's, and he always wore a brave face against the ever-increasing odds against him. Jim Hutton, 1994. Queen's catalog is gem-filled. Some songs are more brilliant than others, but they're all gems. The Jazz Innuendo albums are a couple of my favorites. Enjoy your magical journey through Queen's music. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have to give you an award because that has to be the longest comment I have read. I've seen long comments throughout my journeys looking at comments across here. So there are other long ones as well. But I don't think I've ever read. I can't even speak anymore now. My tongue, my mouth's gone dry. I don't think I've read one out that long to you guys. Okay. Thank you very much, though, because it's all factual, it's information, and as all Queen fans probably appreciate hearing and listening to things that they may not have known. Now you know the story. Someone else, Melissa Jones, also wrote, "This is considered the happiest song of all time." Jellyfinger6969 wrote, "Not sure when, but this song was voted happiest song ever." So someone else is also, you guys tend to know this happiness. Queen is ear candy. Edward Brady wrote. Queen is ear candy. Karen J wrote, "Best harmonies are in You Take My Breath Away studio version. Freddie did all the vocals himself, a multi-track layering. He was a musical genius, a must listen." Snudort Toker, SNDRT Toker, wrote, "Don't apologize. Most of us love seeing it through the eyes of a newbie." Lots more requests for tons of songs. Someone wrote, Soap LGP64 wrote, "It is impossible to be in a bad mood while listening to this song." I totally agree. I think it's impossible to be in a bad mood listening to any of Queen's songs. I mean, they're all just freaking awesome. It's just good stuff all around. And I'll read one more comment to finish it off. Let's see. What's a perfect one to end it? Okay, let's read this one here. This is from Angela Spears. Angela Spears wrote, I love your choosing to do a lot more Queen. Queen is my all-time favorite band ever. Loving your reactions, and I agree with everything you say. Queen are the bomb. They are next level above other bands and definitely best seen live. I have seen Queen plus Adam Lambert 4 weeks ago, and if you ever have the chance to see them live, I highly recommend you going to see them. They are amazing. I think it would have been next level with Freddie. I wish I had a time machine. I would go back to see Queen and see Freddie do his thing on stage. I love Freddie and Queen music so much. I can't get enough. I'm giving that a heart because these are all some newer comments from the last time when I checked here. I'll give a little heart action here, a few others underneath here that I've just seen. And yeah, show it a little love. This thread here had tons of comments, so impossible to get through all of them, but we've gotten through some of them. And I think a lot of these here, a lot of them were just tons of requests. You guys, just tons and tons of requests for all types of Queen songs, which I'm happy to say by now we have done tons of them, multiple times even. So it's been a really great journey, and I really enjoy going through this with you guys. It's really cool to go back and read the comments and to talk about the songs and talk about what was going on then, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. If you have any additional information, anything you want to add, or just comment in general, just say hi. If you're on YouTube watching this podcast, make sure you go into the comments and feel free to comment ahead, leave some love, leave a comment, and who knows, I'll be replying out of nowhere, here and there, everywhere. Here I am, and now you see me, now you don't know. I'll be doing my best to reply to comments all the time. So make sure you participate in the community. I know other community members also like to reply back to your comments and things as well. So be proactively involved, react, comment to other people's comments and stuff as well. Likes, all that cool stuff. It really helps out the channel growth. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, I guess you can follow me on your favorite podcast platform or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I think you can, I guess. And I will see you guys next week, I guess the same time, now that we've established a time. Well, yeah. I'm going to, okay, for the record, what I've decided to do. It is Saturday. I've done this now Saturday. I am going to premiere this Saturday, which will probably be, well, no, it's going to be premiered Sunday, so it'll be Saturday stateside time. Because I've done it now, I might as well do it now, not let it sit till Wednesday. But what we will do on Wednesday is we'll be back with another episode of The Queen Show for you guys on Wednesday. I think that's what I'm going to do. I could set this to premiere on Wednesday. I do have a lot of videos to premiere this weekend, so we could make it wait, but then it's like we would have missed this week if I don't do it now. I don't want to miss a week. I want to keep this weekly vibe going down with the podcast, so it'll probably premiere. All right, guys, I love you as always. Remember to live each moment to the fullest. Keep it off tap. I will catch you on the next episode of The Queen Show. Like, subscribe. I love you. Off tap out. In case I don't want to freaking fall and drop everything on film, that just sucks. is just for you guys. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. I'll catch you guys later for another vlog.